Got here. Then okay. Okay. हरिओम। हरिओम। Oh, thank you. Homemade?
She just made in the morning. She didn't. It did not come here. God, they are late today. Don't please stop. Time is so good.
They'll start.
हरिओम।
What is Adhyatmic sadhana? Swami Adhuban teacher. He talks in Hindi. समझदारी से जीना ही समझदारी से जीना ही आध्यात्मिक साधना है। आप बोलते हैं ना इंटरनेट को आगे रखो, बुद्धि को पीछे रखो। मन तो इधर जाओ उधर या भटकाएगा, बुद्धि को आगे रखो।
हरि ओम सर। हरि ओम सर। हरि ओम सर।
I don't think he is able to hear.
Yeah, I think so because he did not respond, na? Good morning, sir.
Then she works in the museum, it is a part of the museum, but it is not like the same place where it is now. And then it's in a place near, it was that Bombay is Thana. There, it's high actually. Now you tell them what it is. It's based on religion. After बोलते हैं religion पर किसी we go there and we find nothing. And the way they have put the mirrors and glass and all that, it's really nice. I went there, it's so good, and especially if you are a dancer, you know, you will be fascinated by this. So you also should. Yeah. On Sunday, Sunday को
बॉम्बे जिम का ना
उसके पीछे
What's it called? Paradox.
Museum.
So did you stop the music?
Yeah.
Alexa, stop the
Hari
music.
Om, sir, can you hear us? Uh, Sir, can you hear us?
Then
On the light, please.
light.
Light. Yeah.
Let's start. Om Pratat Smarami Vidisam Puradatmatvam Tatchit Sukham Paramaham Sagatim Turiyam Yat Swapna Jagara Shushuptamaveti Nityam Tat Brahma Nishkalamaham Achabhuta Sangaha. इसका स्विच कहाँ वाटर का we'll chant from 6 to 10.
Samsara Swapna Kuryohi Radha-dveshadi Sankulaha Swakaye Satyavadhati Prabodhe Satyasadhave Pavan Satyam Javadhati Shuktikara Jatam Yatha Yavanyajnayate Brahma Sarvadhisthayam Upadane Kiladhare Jaganti Parameshware Sargasthitilayanyanti Pudpudani Vavarini Satchidanmanyanusyute Nitye Krishnau Katalpitaha Vyaktayo Viridhartharvam Take Katadariva Yathakansho Nishikesho Nanopadhigato Vibhuvu Tadvedadhinnavadhati Tannashe Kevalo Bhave
Okay. Why do we celebrate Diwali? Lord Rama, Bhagwan Ram or Sita ji, they came back. That's correct. Why do we celebrate festivals?
How in a sentence you have punctuations.
Ah.
So in life, we say a function, festivals are like those punctuations which make you feel how, how it is, what life is about. Yes.
Hmm.
It will be in love with them.
हाँ होता है करेक्ट तो ह्यूमन माइंड अपना जो मन है ना keeps forgetting things. Whatever we study, we forget. Our experiences, जो भी अपने experiences है, may be very important experience, but we forget. कि next time same thing होता है तो अरे यार last time मैंने ऐसे किया था, but then forget. But one other quality of the mind is जो भी ज्यादा देंगे ना क्या होता है माइंड को संस्कार बढ़ जाता है नेगेटिव में क्या होता है गेट यूज टू इट हाँ एंड देन हाँ सो एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंस विद दैट इज वैल्यू नहीं रहता है राइट प्लीज कम और एक चेयर है Right. So two things. One is mind forgets experiences and knowledge. Another is if you keep on doing the same thing, mind has no value for it. If you're all the time saying, "Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling," every time you meet your girlfriend or boyfriend or immediately जब शादी होता है ना तो क्या होता है? Oh my lovey, oh my lovey, oh my babe, how are you babe? I love you, I love you. अमेरिका में तो ऐसे होता है. All the time you say, हाँ I love you babe, I love you back. हाँ तो क्या होता है उसका? Every time you feel इतना लव करती है मेरे को. You lose the value of the word itself. I'll love you back like that. So when I was in America, when you walk, right, you must have noticed when you walk, they immediately smile like that. And I was so interested, India में कोई देख के हंसता है ऐसे फ्राउन हो जाते हैं इंडिया में. But there they give a nice smile and you smile, but then when you turn back and look at them, the smile is gone. So the smile is not, so, but when we smile, it carries for us. So when we actually smile at somebody, we are actually happy. Right? So if you do anything constantly, value nikal jayega. But you can't not do because you keep forgetting. Festivals. Festivals are a very good reminder. Monthly once, almost you see in Hindu calendar, every month there is some festival. तो रहेगा, right? So the festivals are a reminder for you on how to live life. And each festival is connected to a god or goddess. That god or goddess symbolizes something. हमने दशहरा का हम लोगों ने देखा था 3 gods, 3 days, कैसे split हो गया था वो. अभी there are 2 stories in this दिवाली में. एक साउथ इंडिया में एक स्टोरी, नॉर्थ इंडिया में एक स्टोरी. Actually 3 stories are there. One story is when Shankar ji and Lakshmi ji का, लक्ष्मी नहीं, पार्वती जी का marriage day celebration, marriage anniversary. That's one story. Second story is when Ramji came back after defeating Ravana. South Indian story is when Krishna Bhagwan killed Narakasura. आपने सुना होगा नरकासुर. Narakasur, have you heard Narakasur, right? Narakasur was the son of Bhudevi, this son of the earth. So when Krishna Bhagavan killed him, and that's where it's celebrated. So different stories are there. But so one of the important things about festivals is how come almost all of them, any festival you take, all of them on the festival they are happy. How?
Something of a larger thing or it's a different thing.
Ah,
Than the recognition.
so okay, okay.
Because evil is killed and right is restored.
वो तो डेली हो रहा है कहीं तो
No, but because of that, the celebration is there and they are happy, no?
हाँ, okay. But is that the reason you are actually happy? Are you thinking that अच्छा आज evil का विनाश हो गया है, hence I'll be happy? No. What were you saying, Meera?
Because that day, like, okay, this is Diwali, you're wearing good clothes,
Hmm.
you're getting sweets to eat and
Ah.
all. So, in a way, a lot of desires are also fulfilled.
Hmm.
So you're happy about the whole thing.
Right. See, the beauty of human mind is it's very malleable in the sense it folds and you can mend the mind. On a festival day, you have decided to be happy. आपने ठान लिया है. Festival means everybody has to be happy ना. अरे फेस्टिवल डे के दिन तू इतना उदास क्यों है? Everybody say अरे फेस्टिवल है आज. So what does it mean? Yes, enjoy. What does it mean? What does it tell about you?
So,
Happiness of what?
forget the sorrow.
Correct. You decided to be happy, hence you're happy, Baba. फेस्टिवल ने कुछ नहीं किया आपको मेंटली. फेस्टिवल है. फेस्टिवल के दिन आपने बोला मैं आज हैप्पी रहूंगा. अब हैप्पी हो. कुछ भी हो जाए, एक्सीडेंट भी हो जाए ना थोड़ा, चलो यार आज तो फेस्टिवल है, आज कुछ नहीं, चलो ठीक है थोड़ा एक्सीडेंट हो गया, चलो क्राश आ गई. हाँ, बट यू नो व्हाट, आज एवरीबॉडी इज हैप्पी, आई वांट टू बी हैप्पी. So this is what, see, you decided, that's it. So you can decide other days as well. That is what it is telling you. आपका माइंड ऐसा है कि से मैं आज I will not be unhappy today, and you fix it in your mind, you won't, nobody can make you unhappy. Somebody, shouts at you, ठीक है आज फेस्टिवल है चलो. Other day also, if somebody shouts at you, say, ठीक है यार, I want to be happy today. That's your mind. So Diwali is one of those festivals. Diwali is one way of explaining Diwali is Deepavali, meaning a series of lights. Deep ka na? Deepavali, series of lights. Light is lit in darkness. है ना? So from tamas to sattva. इसलिए तमसोमा क्या? तमसोमा ज्योतिर्गमया. Jyoti means light. Light means knowledge. How do you get out of tamas? Knowledge. Knowledge, right? That's what it is. So in this Diwali, what do? You get up in the morning, take a bath, right? And then clean up. Clean करते हैं ना घर को दिवाली टाइम. You clean up, and then you buy new clothes, you wear them, and you buy sweets like Kalakan today, gifts, and give it to yourself. No, you give it to others. You don't buy gift for yourself. You buy gifts for others. You buy new clothes for yourself. and then रात को you will burst crackers, right? Whole night supposed to be. Now there is a symbolism behind it. Darkness, and one of the interesting thing is, darkness means ignorance, right? Diwali is done on the darkest night of the year. Darkest night of the year. Now, there are 14 moon cycles होते हैं, उसमें darkest night. Darkest night meaning technically क्या है? In October the nights are more than the daytime. अगर daytime 12 hours होगा तो night 12.5 hours होगा ऐसे. So it's darkest in the sense longer term and Amavasya. So that means what? You're full of ignorance. Ignorance को कैसे निकालते हैं? With jyotis and crackers. So the way to look at it is, one of the stories is Rama has come back, right? So the meaning of Rama itself is to be delighted in. Ramate yanti Rama. Ramate yanti iti Rama. Meaning, Nam itself means you are delighted. You are happy. That's the name of Rama. And interestingly, Ayodhya means what? Up split karo. A means not. Yudh, no yudh. Ayodhya means no conflict. So Rama was born in a place where no conflict was there. Meaning what? No fight, right? No fight. Meaning what? Rama is you. In the sense, your true self, which is God principle in you. When you identify with Rama, you have no conflict in life. Conflict means what? No issues in life. Nobody can trouble you. Nothing can upset you. When you connect with your true self. Now, one of the symbolic reasons of Rama getting married to Sita. Sita means, Sita, where did Sita was born? How was she born? Do you know? From the earth, right? So, Sita represents the world. Jiva. Jiva means you. The body, the other part of you. God principle in you and the other part in you, which is body, mind, intellect. So, Sita represents that. So, this is a union, meaning the personality in you, the Jiva part in you, has to identify with Rama. It's a conscious, that's why even when they went to Vanvas, what, kitne years ka Vanvas tha? 14 years ka Vanvas tha, na? Even in the 14 years ka Vanvas, Sita was absolutely happy. When Dhritarashtra said, go, you have to go because your mother is saying you have to go. And Rama comes to Sita and says, I have to go, you stay. Sita says, what is this? It doesn't make any sense to me. Wherever you are, I'm happy. So as long as you identify with your true self, you'll be happy. So when after the marriage, they discuss, there is some talk in Ramayana also. Their reminiscence, they both, Rama and Sita, think about, अपने वो जो दिन थे ना वनवास में कितने अच्छे थे. They're the best days of our life. When they are in the palace, they're discussing. So that was the best days of their life. So she was totally in tune with yourself. So as long as you identify with your true self, you're happy. But then the moment your Jiva part identifies with the golden deer, what is a golden deer? The materiality of the world. The moment you identify with golden deer means instant pleasures. Golden means you're attracted towards, instant pleasures. Smoking, drinking, things like that, or anything, anything instant which gives you pleasure from the world, you go towards that, what happens? Sita is fully in sorrow. Fully in sorrow. Again, when Rama comes and defeats Ravana, Ravana symbolizes your ego, ahankar, and then Sita comes back. They go back to that place, and then they have this Diwali. That's one story. Krishna's story is also very interesting. So, Narakasura was a demon. Uh, he was very powerful. He was looting the entire world. And उसको bored होके he is saying, heaven is much better. I'll go and loot the heaven also. So he goes to heaven and loots everything. And then he takes 16,000 daughters of 16,000 gods and takes them as a harem. Harem meaning? What is harem meaning? What is a harem? मुझे भी नहीं मालूम.
Dowry.
Huh?
Dowry.
No, no. Harem is not dowry, sir.
Place where all the women are kept for.
So harem is what? You have one wife, but you have 10 other ladies for enjoyment. That's a harem. So Narakasura takes 16,000 daughters of the gods by force and puts them in his harem for himself. So now all the gods say, what? And they go to Krishna and says, please help us. Then Krishna goes and then he defeats. So what to do with the 16,000 ladies? They can go back to the society. Will anybody marry? Will anybody marry? They have, that too, Narakasura was a real demon king. उसके पास इतने साल रहे आप. Who will marry you? How many wives Krishna has? 16,000 wives. 16,000 wives. So he marries those ladies.
So he takes their custody.
Custody nahi, marriage, proper.
Okay, marriage.
Because nobody wants to marry them. And one more thing, some people ask, from foreigners, 16,000 wives Krishna's married. They don't know the story. We know the story. How is he a god? See, our God not married. 16,000. So Swamiji asked, how many wives you have? One. So if I give you another wife? No, sir. One is enough, Baba. I can't handle one. Hey, one wife you can't handle. A man is handling 16,000 wives, no complaints. He must be God only. Right? So what happens? He goes and he fights the whole night with Narakasura. In the morning, he dies. Narakasura dies. So, Narakasura is again symbolism of ego. When the ego means what? मेरा क्या होगा? मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए. I should be happy. That's about it. That's the ego in you. So when your ego is strong, all your desires are under the control of the ego. 16,000 desires, meaning all your desires. So you will use your desires for your personal benefit. Then you're unhappy. So those desires have to be disconnected from the ego. That's the killing of Narakasura. And it doesn't take one arrow to kill him. It takes the whole night. That's why whole night you burst crackers. It sounds like a battlefield, right? Da, 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 da. We have thankfully never been in a battlefield. It sounds like that. So that's the symbolism where you're fighting against your ego. Whole night means in ignorance, you're fighting against your ego to get back, use those desires for positivity. Meaning what? मेरा क्या होगा to आपका क्या कर सकता. सर्वभूते सर्वभूते रतः सर्वभूते forget that thing. सर्वभूते हिते रतः is in chapter 12 verse 4. सर्वभूते हिते रतः means everybody's hit के लिए if I work I'll be happy. सर्वभूते हिते रतः. So that is why what do? You give gifts on Diwali. You give it to others, meaning what? If you're happy, I'm happy. So there's a conscious attempt in you, it is forced by religion to say, please give gifts. You make others happy, na? You'll be happy. But if you're like Narakasura, mere liye, you will be unhappy. So what do you have to do in life? The entire thing is symbolic. And you take a bath, the next day morning you take a bath, right? Early morning bath means you cleanse yourself of that ego. And you wear new clothes. New clothes means you have a different personality from selfishness to unselfishness. That is your personality now. So you want to give, help others. It doesn't have to be gifts. You can help others in 100 different ways. Last time we discussed, open a door for somebody is a help. Wait in the traffic for somebody is a help. Every festival has some symbolism in it. So here it's a very interesting symbolism. You clean your house. Why? When you clean your house, you know what are the things that you don't need. Are there 1 year वो attic में है, cupboards में है, you don't know. And you look at it, I don't need this. Give away things that you don't need at least.
In the same way, you will remove dirt from your mind also. बाहर की सफाई तो करते हैं, लेकिन अंदर की सफाई होनी चाहिए.
Yes, correct. That's the whole point, isn't it? Oliver Goldsmith says, the nakedness of the indignant world can be clad by the trimmings of the vane. Meaning, the nakedness of the world can be clad, meaning it can be covered by trimmings of the vane, meaning back in those days, in the Britishers, the ladies used to wear big frocks, like that बड़ा वाला. तो उसको हेमिंग करते हैं ना, नीचे कट करते हैं, तो इतना छोटा छोटा पीस रहता है ना, उससे हो जाएगा पूरा. मीनिंग व्हाट? गरीबी हट जाएगी. And all the problems will be solved if everybody gives something that they don't need, at least to begin with, that you don't want, that you don't have. Go back and check how many chappal you have, how many shirts you have, how many hair bands you have, how many you want, how many dresses you have. You go to the ladies and then open her almara, you'll find 100 saris. 100 saris, why do you need? Why do you need 100 saris? No, you know what? Sentimental value. You know what? This शादी का, मेरा शादी का, मेरी बेटी पहनेगी. हाँ, इस बेटी का टाइम आया शादी का, बेटी ये पहन लो. Mama, no, that's such old fashion. I want to buy a new one. अरे मैंने तेरे लिए लगाया इतना दिन. No, school. तो पूरा आईना वाइना सब निकल गया. Nowadays, men are also like that. 100 shirts they will have. For what? Don't want to pinpoint people, but I know if I pinpoint, I know the correct answer. How many watches you have? Huh? Good. 1. 6. Why? Ah.
One is working, people are not working.
What my guru says is called standardize your life. Standardize. One watch, 2 watches, wear it in 2 hands. Why do you have 2 watches? No, ये sports wear है, ये अलग wear है. No, this is for parties. No. One YPO came to Ashram, Young Presidents Organization. These are all people who are under 40 with 100 employees making more than $1 million. Their own company. These are YPOs. And you can't join a YPO, they'll invite you. It's a very prestigious thing. So one of the YPOs came and then Swamiji was giving an example. Standardized man and then says, price. Uska naam Price hai, Mr. Price. Price, how many watches do you have? Sir, I will not tell, I will not. How many watches you have? Simple question. No, I'm not telling you, you know. So Swami said, okay, ठीक है, किसी से पूछते हैं, how many watches you have? Somebody said, like, next day morning, that fellow comes to Swami and says, मेरे को appointment चाहिए Swami. Appointment क्या? चलो breakfast को आ जाओ. They came. And Swamiji, he says, Swami, you knew. And Swami said, I know many things. What are you talking about? He forgot. No, you knew that I had, these watches. Yeah, what you were not telling yesterday. What happened? Why were you like shying away? No, Swamiji, I have 54 watches. और ऐसे नहीं क्या है Amazfit ने तो Timex ने तो Casio नहीं he'll have this Patek Philippe Omega all those 54 watches. He said that's the reason you're unhappy. Why do you need 54 watches? खराब हो तो replace करो. That's what he said. So my guru said, have one watch. Give away those 53 watches. Look how you will feel. Test it out. If you want a better watch, give this watch. First buy one. Give this watch away immediately. Have one. Even 4, you'll one here, one. What? You can't wear 54 watches. Why do you have 54 watches? So cleanse it. Cleaning होता है ना घर में दिवाली में. इसलिए होता है. Things that you don't need, give it away, please. If each one of us does na, chota. World will have no issues. But nobody does it, that's the problem. So interesting, Diwali. I never knew. When I read my Guru's book and then he explained all this, goodness, क्या symbolism है? And everything can be explained. Right. So, one more story. Today is all story time. So, this is a good story about faith. It's from Parables of Rama. ये है Swami Ramatirtha. He was a contemporary of Vivekananda, 1902, 1918, 90 something. So there is a story, Wonders of True Faith. Very interesting. So, एक महान पंडित था, so he used to give lectures and all that. So one day he was giving a lecture. He was saying, you should chant the sacred name of God. It is the greatest ship which makes us cross the ocean, as if the ocean were simply a small pool. It can be nothing more. ऐसे उन्होंने एक statement दिया. chant the name of God and then cross the ocean, man. Pool is nothing, river is nothing. So there were some ladies, milkmaids, रहते ना, जो दूध बेचते हैं, they were going and then they heard this from this great master and then said, wow, ये तो बहुत अच्छा है. I mean, if we दिन से हम लोग chant करेंगे तो we can just cross away. So they had to cross a river every time to go to a different village to sell their milk. So there was a boat guy. He was very expensive, 6, 7 annas per one. Annas, anna, you know what an anna is? Huh? क्या है? What is anna? 1 anna is 1 paisa, na? 1 anna is 1 paisa. Anna, not anna. Anna. 1 paisa. So 4 annas for them it is very much at that time. 4 annas. And then there were so many of them, and so they said, why pay this guy so much, so expensive? He's, fleecing us. Let's chant the name of the God and cross the river. And then they chanted the name of the God and then crossed the river. And then it's been 1 month, they've saved at least 2-3 rupees. Annas at that time. Maybe 3,000-4,000 rupees at now at this time, maybe 30,000 rupees, I don't know. They saved so much money. And they were so happy that his Pandit gave such a great advice. And then they wanted to thank him. So they go back to him and then say, thank you very much, you saved us so much money. So मैंने क्या किया, मैंने आपसे बात भी नहीं किया, मेरे को याद भी नहीं है. नहीं आपने ऐसे बोला था ना, if you take the name of the God and then you go, nothing can stop you. Then the Pandit feels, अरे ये क्या है? Why are these ladies going like this? Right. Then after they left, so he asked his, chelas to get a rope. And then they say, tie the rope, hold the rope, huh? What if I fall in? But you know what? I'll take the name of God. And he takes the name of God. He steps inside. What happens? Huh? He drowns immediately. And then they pull him back. It is the story. So आपने क्या सीखा? That is what Swami Ramatirtha learned. Huh? Faith है ना? हाँ, correct. मैंने बोल दिया, gave you the spoiler दे दिया. So I'll read it from what he says. So just mark the kind of faith that the Pandit had. This faith with which he gives credence to it, this is not a saving principle. This will not save you. This faith will not, Pandit ka faith will not save you. This is the crookedness of your heart. When you begin to chant Om or when you begin to take the name of the God and say, I am healthy, health, health, there in your heart of hearts, you tremble. In your heart of hearts, you have this little quacking, quivering eye. If I sink, draw me out. If I sink, take me out. You have this small feeling, if in your mind, there is no conviction, there is no faith. This is a fact that all differences, all the circumstances in the world are my creation, my doing, nothing else. You are the divinity, the Lord of Lords, you are. Feel that, realize this moment. What he's saying, when he talks about faith, you can't have doubts. Now, this faith, when he talks, he says, full samarpan. You understand the word samarpan? Surrender, full, no doubt. God, take care of me. If you say, you have to leave it. Now, who has that much of guts to say, God, take care of me and I leave everything on you? And then God doesn't take care of you. If you want God to take care of you, he says, leave it. Leave it. As though, you're insecure. Leave it. He will take care. Then he does. And see, it's like you have a car, you have a driver, but and your driver is what? Max Verstappen. You know who Max Verstappen is? Anybody knows that? He's a Formula One driver for Red Bull, top number one, world number one driver. Formula One. Formula One, you know, Formula One, it's going at 300 kilometers per hour, turnings and all that. He will drive any car normally, very easy. Uska is by haath ka khel. You have a Max Verstappen as your driver, and you say, I will drive the car. Max Verstappen will say, please do. God is like that. He knows exactly what needs to be done, how to take care of you. But you say, no, 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 God, I want this, I want that. But you know what? I believe in you. I believe in you. मैं पूजा करूंगा आपकी. मैं यहाँ जाऊँ, मैं जाऊँ. पूजा करूंगा. I'll go to temple and say, पर God, you don't know much ना. कि आपको मालूम नहीं मेरे बारे में. मेरे बहुत सारे ऐसे problems है. You don't know. Can you make sure this happens? You know what, God? I love you. I'm very devoted to you. I fully surrender. But please, please make sure my daughter is married. He doesn't know? No, no. So God is very busy, no? So many wars are happening. Why would he take care of me? थोड़ा उनको बोलना पड़ता है. हाँ?
How do you reconcile faith, application of that for us?
So when we talk about faith, faith is a reasoned belief. Reasoned belief. So you have reason for some time, and then from there, next step you don't know. For example, let's say you take your child, your very, very dear child, my only child, and you protect that child with your life. Child says, I want to learn swimming. अच्छा बेटा मैं लेके जाऊंगा. You go to the best swimming pool, the swimming school that you have gone through, and you have learned it, and you know 1,000 million people have gone to that swimming pool, swimming school. You know it's been there for 50 years, and you know your teacher is still there, and the teacher is in the swimming pool, and you go get your kid there, and the teacher says, "Jump, beta." Right? Have you ever learned swimming? Says jump. The son is saying, no, 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 I don't want to jump. I'm very scared, scared, scared. Then you go backing off, and you're pushing him, pushing him. At last, what will you do? You pick him up and throw him inside. How do you know for sure at that moment that your teacher will save the kid or not? How do you know? You never know. Actually, maybe kya ho raha uska, he must have just got divorced. You don't know. He is in a depression and then says, marne do usko. You don't know. You don't know. But at that moment, the last step, you don't know. You have full faith on him. He will take care. You throw your only child into that water, which is 6 feet, and this fellow is 2 feet. But you do that. Where is the faith coming from?
This is also past experience. You don't have a past experience
Then let's say it's not your master. Let's say the new guy who has come.
Yeah.
You will still throw. Isn't it? Because you have a faith on the school. There is a reasoned belief to the school. But you don't know that guy. But he says, sir, मैं देख लूंगा ना, आप फेंको उसको. You throw. Right? Let's say you did not go to school, that same school. But you know this is a good school. You still go and throw. But you don't know exactly. This is where he says, when you understand the world around you, ये जगत कैसे चल रहा है, how are you functioning, what's happening to you, what's happening to the people around you, what are their life experiences. When you know things like this, when you're observant, you'll find that there is something which is running the show. Chal raha, chal raha. And that will take care of you, of course. Then you leave. Then you leave. He will take care. That's it. That is the faith the milkmaids had. हाँ, he will take care, ना? सब लोग जाएंगे. They are crossing the river. This fellow is what if I fall? मैंने बोल दिया तो बोल दिया पकड़. I don't believe in that. So he went inside. Interesting.
The character of that person. So, if they are not just from everything that is. But they could be like that. And the faith will not
No, no, don't.
has to be the intellect has to be strong to heart.
आपका ही, your reasoning has to be very strong. Ki, and your knowledge has to be strong. Ki, I have seen enough in life, I have observed enough in life that there is something that takes care of everything. I've seen it. I have no doubts on it. Anybody questions, I can answer that. There are no loopholes in me. कि मैं समझा नहीं पाऊंगा. I know that. Then I leave. Same Swami Ramadita says, the lady is going in a bus, not bus, train, and उसके पास गमेला है बड़ा वाला. She's selling something and putting the gamela on her head. Doesn't make any sense. You're doing that. Train is God. God is taking care, taking you from one destination to another. Why are you wearing that samsar on your head? Leave it. He will take care. So that's the faith. Wonders of true faith. वो डाउट नहीं रहना चाहिए. संशयात्मा संशयात्मा विनिश्यति. Correct. So one more thing we'll take today is the problems of comparison. हम लोग compare करते रहते हैं ना. We compare with everybody about so many things, right? So one of the interesting things in comparison is what you just understand why we compare. Then you understand whether you should compare or not. There are some advantages where if you compare, you know exactly where to reach. अच्छा ये बंदा मेरे से अच्छा है. I should reach there. I should be like him. Those are the good aspects of comparison. But most of us, more often than not, we compare and feel good about it or bad about it. Bad about it. Most of our comparisons, we feel bad, right? So we'll understand why we compare. First thing, when you compare, who do you compare with? Yes, right? Who are the type of people that you compare with? People who you look up to, or
The person you associate with.
so you compare with people who you know. Usually you compare with people who you know. You will not compare yourself with Einstein, right? Einstein at the age of 32, उसने क्या क्या papers publish किए, मैं इतना बुद्धू हूँ. Will you compare and feel bad about it? No. Will you compare yourself with Mahendra Singh Dhoni? And then at the age of 30, he has got like some 30 crores in his bank account. I am 30, I have nothing. Will you compare and feel bad about it? Will you be depressed? No. Who do you compare with? People who you know. That's one of the things that you do. Usually people who you know, you compare. Compare with better things, no? No. That's one of the limitation of comparison. You compare, you know. And in what areas you compare? What are the areas you compare yourself?
What area he is in. And my area will be different than his. But I will compare him with his, what he is good at. His forte, whatever it is.
No, let's say Dhoni. What are you comparing? What is the comparison in Dhoni and you and me? No comparison. So in what areas do we compare usually?
Something we have in common.
In the area I do, what work I do in my area, that same, if the other person is doing, I'll compare.
No.
Like if I'm a housewife, I will compare with some other housewife.
Yes, but to be more specific, you said that, but in more specific, in what areas in my life will I compare with another person?
What you value and what you have a chance of doing.
What you value and chance of doing it. Meaning what? What you lack.
Lack.
What you feel you're inadequate in, only those areas you'll compare. Let's say you're really beautiful and आपने टीवी वीवी नहीं है, आपने किसी मिस यूनिवर्स कुछ नहीं देखा, you are in your small village, you are the most beautiful person. You will not compare about beauty, you will compare about things other than beauty. I don't know what. Generally, things that you have, you will not compare. You will overlook those things. Let's say you're already strong, you will not compare. A person who is strong, and if he's still comparing, there is something that he is lacking. What is he lacking? He may be lacking in self-esteem. Hence, he's comparing. So you will always compare in areas that you lack. Areas that you have good hold over, you will not compare. And feel bad about it. Goodness in it, feel bad about it. These are two things. So what happens when you compare with others? You only see in one area. So for example, you see one person who is really relaxed, all the time happy. Then you compare, अरे ये कितना chill है यार, कितना chill है. I wish I was like that. I feel serious all the time. He's so chill. Everything is so happily doing. You'll think like that. But you must ask them, you must ask their partner. This happened, true story. One person wanted to be like another person who was very chill. And this lady was really, stuck up. Ki aise nahi karna, aise karna hai. And she's always, since childhood, she always think that ye bandi mast hai. Mast hai. Then when she got married, she happened to talk to her husband. See, you must be very lucky that you married this lady who is so chill, right? And you know what the husband says? She's too chill. Serious things also, she doesn't take it properly. She's chill about it. Sometimes you have to be serious, right? So when you look at somebody and then compare, what you must understand is, आप लोग एक ही जगह देख रहे हैं, पूरा उसका personality नहीं देख रहे हैं. She may be very beautiful, but full of ego. She cannot get along with anybody. But you can get along with everybody. But you are not as beautiful as her. So you can decide now what you want to compare. You're looking at only one aspect when you compare, and the aspect that you lack. Now, for example, You say, that lady is beautiful. Now, one must question, if you are more beautiful than her, what will you achieve? What do you want by that comparison? So what are you achieving? So you may say, no, I'll be happy. So you have decided that beauty will decide my happiness? Then you can never be happy, because there's always somebody who will be more beautiful than you. Period.
Hmm.
There's always somebody who will be less beautiful than you. So you must understand what are the values that I want that will make me happy. So, okay, I want to be disciplined. I am disciplined, but I'm not beautiful. I want to be unselfish and kind. I am unselfish and kind, but I'm not beautiful. And I work. When I work properly. Dil jaan se laga ke main kaam karta hun. But I'm not beautiful. I'm happy. Because beauty doesn't decide my happiness. These three things which I value more will give me happiness. I've decided. So it depends now. Again, what are you comparing? We never question. We just compare. Simply automatically comparison ho jata hai, because we've been trained like this. And we feel bad about ourselves, which has no meaning per se. This is where your intellect must come and then question. क्यों कंपैरिजन करना है? ये मुझे वैल्यू चाहिए कि नहीं? एंड ये जो which I'm lacking, I'm comparing. I may be lacking, big deal. Krishna, what color he was? Dark. Dark. I have not seen one picture of Krishna which is dark. Have you ever seen Krishna dark? क्यों? इंडिया में क्यों नहीं है ऐसे पिक्चर? Rama is what? Savla. Dark. Dark means what? Self is unknown. He is God, na? God is unknown. Darkness means you don't know what's happening. Self is unknown, God is unknown. Krishna is dark. Have you ever seen a picture of Krishna dark and Rama? Maximum what they'll do? Blue they'll put. Dark they'll not put. Why? Huh? Why? See, the idea that जब गोरे आए थे, गोरे नहीं what? Britishers आए थे, they have drilled it in us, Indians ने, कि white color is supreme than other shades. They have drilled it. उन्होंने लगा दिया. Generations, it's been 3-4 generations, still not gone. उतना ड्रिल किया है कि white means superior, any other shade is inferior. Who said that? They decided, because they were whites. And we simply, हाँ, हुजूर, सही है, सही है. So for us, white means beauty. Marriage, क्या बोलते हैं? Articles in newspaper and matrimony sites. We need a tall, fair lady. Huh? Fair is always there. Somebody has drilled it in you, you never question. Laila Majnu, this story. You have time? Yeah, one more minute. Laila Majnu. Majnu was Hrithik Roshan kuch nahi samjha. Kuch nahi. He was really handsome, really, 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 really handsome. Laila was what? Madhubala. No, really ugly. Dark kuch nahi. Ugly means ugly. And then Shah Jahan says, how are you attracted to her? You're so handsome. And she's like, she can't even see. How are you attracted to her? You know what he says? What is it? Anybody know? You should look at her with my eyes. Your eyes are nothing. Bakwas eyes. He didn't say that. I hope he did. Bakwas eyes. My eyes you must see. and he was the biggest fan of Laila. Biggest. Everybody's fan of Majnun. He's a fan of Laila. आप मेरी आंखों से देखो. So beauty lies in the eye of the beholden. So our ideas of beauty, our ideas of standards, our ideas of happiness is all borrowed and never questioned. किसी ने बोला है, हाँ ये सही है, सही. हाँ इसने बोला है, social media. One of the worst things that you can have is this Instagram and subscribe to these people. All the time they put on makeups and all kind of AI generated pictures. So happy and so beautiful, this and that. You keep comparing yourself with that beauty standard. One of the worst things you can do. So instead of comparing, you must understand, find out your values. Whenever you're comparing, first of all, find that it means that something that you lack. Now the question is, yes, you may lack it. Is it important for my happiness, what I lack? You must decide first. Whenever you compare, and only when you lack something, and when I give a taunt on it, you'll get offended. Huh? That's one of the other things. आपको, you lack on something, some quality, and I say to, let's say, I'm lazy, and you say, you're lazy, then I get anger. But if you call me, hey, you're a bird, will I get angry? Really? Why are you saying I'm a bird? I'm curious. But let's say I'm not lazy at all, and I work really hard, get up and do everything, but still you call me lazy. What will be my reaction then? Huh?
You start becoming it. I mean,
No, reaction kya hoga? If somebody, let's say you call me lazy, but I know I work really hard, work my tail off.
I'm not.
Then, so immediately you won't get affected. Immediately you'll be curious. आपने क्यों बोला I'm lazy? कहाँ था मैं lazy? हाँ, अच्छा यहाँ था क्या? तो मुझे तो मालूम है I'm not lazy, but आपने बोला मैंने lazy means अच्छा यहाँ था क्या? मैं improve करूँगा. But if you're actually lazy ना, somebody calls you lazy, you get angry. You're lazy बोलता है तू. You're a bad driver, somebody says. Especially wives say husbands are bad drivers. I'm not a bad driver. Why do you say that? But if you're really a bad driver, I'll see when you drive. Ask anybody. Ask all the friends who is a better driver. Comparison. You get offended on things that you lack. So somebody, if you get immediately angry now, find out. That means you're lacking there. Fix it. Try and fix it. So there's no reason to be angry. There's no reason to compare yourself with others. Things like that. Simple things. And don't get into that social media. Every time they make money out of you by constantly showing things to compare. Then you start buying stuff. Yeah, I want to. Night routine, मालूम है आपको? What is the night routine? Wash your face and sleep, man. ये सिरम लगाएंगे आंखों के लिए, फिर यहाँ एक लगाएंगे, फिर यहाँ एक लगाएंगे. In the middle of the night, you get up, that lady will have something like a patch, like bhoot hai kya, No, it's just a face patch, a face mask. Wash your face, keep the pores clean and sleep. Get up. Too much, beauty standards have to be. What is the beauty standard? Who set that standard? किसी Instagram model ने set किया होगा, आपने देखा, ऐसे रहने का. Why? Why? Being beautiful, being presentable is different. You should be presentable. Being beautiful? For what? For what? To base your integrity, your life ka जो solid foundation है, you should base it on work, you should base it on love, you should base it on unselfishness, you should base it on how connected are you to the God, divinity. Those are the things you should base your life on, your integrity on. Other things are just worthless, useless, useless. If I'm that, if I'm disciplined, yes, I'm happy. Period. So many small things, unnecessary things you can avoid. Certain things if you question and sort out. Okay. So what questions you have now?
How do you build up your character? So this means the character to be strong.
So first of all, question your belief systems. Because to build something on top of something which is already built, you must break that something. That is the issue. So first you must question. Question everything that you think. Any feeling that you get, you must question. Is it valid or not? Was it right or wrong? Is it real for me? Is it important for me? Those kind of questions have to be done. Once you start breaking up those things, then you can build up the your character. As you break, you build. It's like that. It's automatic. Okay. Om Purnamadaam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hari Om.